Hi, I'm Lucy Edwards with Best Agent Today, and here we are at Inman NYC 2026. And my guest right now is Lori Muller. And Lori, I've known you for so long. Lori is a real estate executive and also a coach.
Yes, thanks for having me, Lucy. I'm excited to learn about and talk about what's going on with you because you've had a recent change.
Yes, I did indeed. I joined Best Agent Today. Very happy at my new role as Vice President of Strategic Engagement. Fancy, fancy title.
Fancy title for meaning that she is getting the word out on how she can impact your business.
Exactly. And our goal at our company is actually encourage agents to build their pipeline and to build their brand. Can you help me understand or relate it to agents from your point of view?
Well, I think as an agent, your most important asset is your database. It's your pipeline and what you do with it. And I think too often in real estate, what we find is that agents aren't utilizing any type of CRM. They're not cultivating the leads that they already have that know, like, and trust them. So they've done all this work and then they just let them go and they chase the next deal instead of really cultivating this database of people that are could potentially be raving fans. Grow your business, cultivate that database. And when you want to retire, right, don't die with your business. Actually have a saleable business, which your tangible product is your database.
Exactly. But then also let's say you do have the CRM, you have the database, but people in database can only buy or sell so many homes. How do you build the pipeline that you are constantly have someone coming on board and constantly someone is building new database?
Right. And that's the stat, right? NAR, I believe it's between 7 and 10 years now that people are staying in their homes. So you do all this work and you have somebody who's not going to buy or sell again for 7 to 10 years, where if you're cultivating your database, they are top of the mind awareness with you and they remember you and refer you to other people who are talking to them about real estate. I want to sell. I want to buy. You're selling to their kids, their grandkids, siblings. You're doing their family. But it's because you stay top of the mind and that's what your database does.
Yeah, top of the mind, being visible. And yeah, that's what we do. We encourage agents to be visible, to be in front of their sphere 24/7. But let's say that someone who would like to buy or sell right now is two or three towns away from you. How would you build that pipeline in that case?
If it was a town that I didn't work in,
Yeah, you haven't worked there. You haven't really.
so I would build my referral network. So your database can also be your referral network with other agents across the country that you can then build your database with referral agents and then continue to service your clients, whether they're buying a second home in Florida or Arizona, or even if it's in state, but you don't actually practice or service that area because you want the best service for them. And your due diligence is really to pass that on to somebody who has more knowledge.
So you would promote yourself outside of your town, outside of your sphere, and you will promote yourself in across the country through realtors.
Absolutely. I mean, you have a network of realtors that you're not tapping into, and you can build a amazing database of referral network too. And that's part of being at Inman and getting involved in other associations inside the industry is that you build that connection in that database of other realtor referrals.
Exactly, exactly. And networking is so important. Like Inman, yes, like you said, networking is extremely important because you meet so many people, you make new friends, you learn a lot from all the presentations on stage. So yes, all the way around, I think it is important. Last question on brand.
Yes.
How would you recommend to realtors to build their brand and invest in their brand? Is it through technology? Is it through networking? Is it through social media? What's your take?
I think building your brand is through your own voice. And you need to know what your brand is before you can tell anybody else what your brand is. So, what's your unique value proposition? How do you position yourself and differentiate yourself from your competition? So, once you have the confidence and the understanding of what your differentiator is, then you can do that through social media, digital marketing, print marketing, door knocking, whatever you want it to be. But it's you building your brand after you know what your brand really is. And there's so many people who don't.
That is true. Yeah, so many people. Yeah, they like. I agree with you that first they have to understand what their brand is all about before they start delivering the message outside of their comfort zone. And last question on technology. To embrace the technology, because in my opinion, especially at Inman, you hear it over and over and over. You have to embrace the technology.
Well, I think what's important with technology, especially the buzzword right now, is AI, right?
AI.
So with AI, it's an agent who's using AI is going to be more far advanced than someone who's not. And AI is not going to take over our industry. It's not going to eliminate the agent, but an agent that's using AI, you're going to rise above the rest of the agents in your community who are not embracing AI. So I think that's that's the nugget for technology is you have to adapt, you have to use it because it helps you provide better service to your client. And then that again goes down to the ripple effect is your database. They refer more people to you,
And your
it
brand.
all plays into your brand. It's the whole wave and ripple.
Right. Well, Lori, thank you so much. I agree 100% with everything you just said, and I really appreciate you stopping by. And I just want to wish you a great conference here. Enjoy yourself. And cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Thank you, Lucy.